Oh well. That's what I get for trying things. That's what I get for trying things. It is 9 o'clock. It is exactly 9 o'clock a.m. And wouldn't you know it, we have new cards. Just like that. Just like that, we have new cards. Holy crap. All right, hold on just a second. I don't want to blast our ears out either. All right, let's take a look, shall we? Cadrigan. Cadrigan the Ruined. Oh, this is the dragon. Oh man, is the Ruination gonna make everything cheaper? 6 mana, 6/6. Cadrigan the Ruined. Fury. Play, grant an allied champion or dragon challenger. That's not very good. This is a 6 mana, 6/6 dragon with Fury that grants an allied champion or dragon challenger. It's not awful. What champion wants challenger that doesn't already have it? Like Garen? Shyvana. Well, I mean, okay, Shyvana, I guess. Alright. I don't know. Is it really worth it to give Shyvana challenger on round 6? It could be. It could be. I guess it's worth trying. It's worth trying, right? It's worth trying. I wouldn't call it, like, crazy or anything. But I suppose it's worth trying. Alright. Okay, another Demacia card. I assume that was a Demacia card. I didn't even check. Yeah, that was a Demacia card. I assumed it was Demacian. Alright, and then we got Ruined Dragon Guard. No, guard the walls! Another day guarding the walls. Ruined Dragon Guard. 3 mana, 2/4. Yo, Ruination gave him some health. Ruined Dragon Guard. When an ally with Fury kills a unit, granted an additional +1/+1. It's a good backline unit? It's a great backline unit. Whoa! When an ally with Fury kills a unit, granted an additional +1/+1. Yikers, dude. Yo, that deck is not running Laurent Protégé anymore. If dragons ever were like wondering what their 3-drop was, they are not wondering what that 3-drop is anymore. This is actually kind of crazy. Oh no, dude. Oh, that's so scary. That is an auto include in my Skyrim deck, in my Skyrim Dragons deck. Yeah, this is like, oh boy, this is like definitely in Dragons. This is incredibly powerful. And not only is it like really good generally, like giving Dragons their +1/+1 buffs are so good. This makes blocking Shyvana on round 4 even like more of a no-no, like even more of a don't do that, like do not block Shyvana on round 4. But more than that, it makes the Dragon's potential high roll curve much stronger, right? Because if you do 1 or more Dragon Chows before playing this guy and then play Shyvana, she gets frickin' she becomes a frickin' 6/6. She becomes a 6/7 and then attacks as a 7/8. No. Yes, no. 5. She becomes a 5/6 and then attacks as a 6/7. That's on round 4. A 6/7 attacking you on round 4, and they drew a card. And potentially they still have 2 spell mana open for Sharp Sight. Like, this is so scary. Yeah. They might, like, literally, this card might need to be nerfed. That is so strong. Ruined Dragon Guard, more like busted Dragon Guard. She levels in 1 turn with this card plus 2 Dragon Showers. I mean, that was already true, right? Didn't she already do that? Isn't 2 Dragon Showers and an attack with Shyvana already leveling her up? So that card is nuts. All right, so that card is nuts. What else we got? Okay, an actual shadow. Okay, we got an actual Shadow Isles card. Oh, how could I know? How could I have known? They all look like Shadow Isles card. Why does Shadow Isles get a dragon? Hold on, wait a minute. Why does actual Shadow Isles get a dragon? All right, so 2 mana, 3/2, Crawling Viper Worm. Play. I strike an ally. Okay, so this is really a Shadow Isles card. Play. I strike an ally or deal 3 to your Nexus. Oh. And it's actually got Fury. Why does this actually have Fury and the dragon keyword? I feel like it shouldn't. That card is really good flavor, but it's never going to hit the Nexus. Oh, I get it. It's got Fury. Right, because I strike an ally. So this is... Oh, that's cute. Okay. So this is a 2 mana 4/3 with Fury. If you use it to kill something of your own. I'm glad it has a chance to be played on round 2 without an ally on board. Yeah, but then it doesn't get the Fury proc, right? If you sack something to this, it procs Fury, right? Like if you play the problem is it costs 2 mana, right? This is the same cost as Curse Keeper, which is, you know, the ultimate sacrifice target. Everything that sacrifices is like everything in Shadow Isles that sacrifices a unit is like defined by its relationship to Cursed Keeper. Like no joke. Everything in Shadow Isles that has like destroy an allied unit, they're all defined by how well they pair with Cursed Keeper. Ravenous Butcher is great because it costs 0 mana. You play Cursed Keeper in round 2, you play Ravenous Butcher on the same round, bam, you got 7 attack damage on round 2. Blighted Caretaker is great because you set up Cursed Keeper the round before. You play Cursed Keeper on 2 and then Blighted Caretaker on 3 and bam, a ton of damage on board. This one costs the same amount as Cursed Keeper, and that's a big blow. That's a really big blow to this card's actual viability in a deck, because like it's gonna feel a little awkward to play this on round 3 after your Cursed Keeper. And, you know, Shadow Isles doesn't actually have, like, a lot of things that they really want to sacrifice. I mean, they do actually have a lot of things that they'd like to sacrifice, but you can like, I'm picturing, like, a Nasus Thresh deck. You could play this targeting, like, your Ephemeral from, like, your Sand Soldier from the Dune Keeper, I guess. You could play this targeting, like, the Wings in the Wave, right? If you played the first wave, you'll have 2 nice sacrifice targets. Maybe in Shyvana Shadow Isles decks, you run the Spider. I don't think we're actually running Shyvana Shadow Isles. I don't think we're actually running Shyvana decks just for this. Unless we keep going and Shadow Isles gets like 3 more dragons, I don't think there's a reason to go to Shadow Isles for Shyvana, but you know. This card looks good. A 2 mana 4/3 with Fury is actually no joke. That's actually no joke, right? Because you can attack with this, and you're threatening. You know, your opponent probably doesn't have something with 3 attack, although they might. It's 2. It's 2 mana. They might have like a 3/2. But if they don't, this is getting bigger because it's got Fury. But it's not like it's in Demacia or Freljord. It's not like you can actually protect it. Meh, this card looks good. This card looks okay. But the bar for Shadow Isles cards is pretty high, so I don't know about this one. Okay, they did get another one. Okay. Your Shyvana Shadow Isles hopes are alive. The Shyvana Shadow Isles dream is alive because they got another dragon. Camavoran Dragon. 4 mana, 4/3 Shadow Isles, Fearsome Fury. Play, I strike an ally or deal 3 to your Nexus. Play, I strike an ally or deal 3 to your Nexus. Okay, same as the last one. When I slay a unit, drain 1 from the enemy Nexus. So this is a 4 mana 5/4 with Fearsome and Fury that enters that you have to sack something to, right? I'm gonna pretend you cannot deal 3 to your Nexus for a minute. For a minute, I'm gonna sit here and pretend like this card cannot strike your Nexus. Play it. I kill an ally. When I slay a unit, drain 1 from the enemy Nexus, and it's got Fury. So this is a 5 mana 5/4 that says when I slay a unit, drain 1 from the enemy Nexus, and when it's played, you have to kill something. This is nutters. This one looks really good. This one, unlike the last one, this one looks quite good. I mean, the last one looked alright, but this one looks really good. You can literally like build a strategy around this whole drain 1 thing. This is like well, nah, then again, it's whenever it slays a unit specifically. This drain 1 is really strong one though. This drain 1 for the enemy Nexus is really strong. I don't know what deck this is gonna go in. Like it looks like maybe it's a Fearsome card, but the Fearsome deck doesn't like sacrificing stuff that much. Sometimes they have extra spiders from like Elise and stuff. You can sack like your Stygian Onlooker after it's done its job. After it's been, you know, a 4/1 and it strikes and then it survives and now it's just a 2/1 that doesn't do anything. You could sack it to the Kamavoran Dragon. That makes sense. Okay, maybe this is a Fearsome card. I could see that. I could definitely see that. All right, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's see what else we got here. Uh-oh. Oh. Uh-oh. That is a Shyvana skin right there. That is a ruined Shyvana skin. Which is not a new card. Shyvana's evil twin? No, it's just a... Wait, does that mean Shyvana's gonna have 2 skins in this game before a lot of champions even have 1? Is that what this is? I imagine that's what this is. Yeah, no, that's exactly what this is. Well, that's pretty cool. We get a ruined Shyvana skin. I wonder if this has lore implications. I wonder if this has lore implications that people didn't know about until now. We got a trailer. It does? I think it does. We got a trailer not too long ago called Demacia, the First to Fall, and it showed the ruination just like slowly like coming over Demacia. And now we might know what exactly is about to happen to Demacia. Like, literally, Shyvana might be what happens to Demacia, which is really rough. Oh, that's so tragic. Shyvana's gonna get corrupted by the ruination and just turn on Demacia. There was a lot of speculation about what Shyvana was doing during the Silas era of LOR. Of lore. This explains what happened. Nuh-uh. What? No. The Ruination... No, this is happening during the Ruination. The Ruination is not during Silas's lore. Ruination is like the biggest impact to Runeterra canon lore, and I'm hyped for that. I'm pretty sure the MMO is going to start right after Ruination. That would probably make sense. So that's it. So those are the, 3 cards we got? We got Kamavorn... Okay, 4 cards. Kamavorn Dragon, Crawling Viperworm, Ruined Dragon Guard, and Kadrigrin the Ruined. Two of them look really good, right? Two of these cards look really good. Kadrigan the Ruined is not one of them. Although maybe we can make ourselves an actual Dragons, Shadow Isles, Shyvana something deck. So Matron Cithria Dragons, if you want, go for it. I guess so, right? Because that deck was really looking for some that deck doesn't really have an identity, right? It knows that the Matron Cithria deck is like, yeah, we want to Matron Cithria on round 8, but everyone runs a different champion in that deck. You can really, like, you can run no champions, you can run Shyvana, you can run Garen, you can run frickin' probably Lucian if you wanted. Nothing really quite fits. Maybe Shyvana is what that deck needs, and now that you can actually run Shadow Islesian Dragons, maybe that deck is actually going to make a bit more sense. That's very possible. That's very possible. Shadow Isles Targon Dragon deck. Oh, Shadow Isles Targon Dragons, of course. We could run frickin' what's her face? Herald. We could run Herald of Dragons and actually like get a 1-cost. Yo, if you run Herald of Dragons, snapping crawling Viper Worm only costs 1 mana. Amazing. I'm just happy for a pure dragon tribal now, not that Targon Celestials plus 3 dragon cards dragons. No, this is no, we're still doing that. I don't know. I'm pretty sure we're still doing not dragon tribal Curiosity. You could do a dragon tribal in Demacia Targon, right? That was very possible. We could run like every Targon dragon and every Demacia dragon and make a dragon tribal deck. We just didn't because it wasn't very good. The best cards from Dragon are Screeching Dragon and Shyvana and Aurelion Soul. You just run those and you don't run the Dragon Tribal cards. I'm doing Dragon Tribal and you can't stop me. That is true. I cannot stop you. 2 words for Viper Worm, Matron Cithria. Yeah, that's what we've been saying. That's what we've been saying. Ruined Kadrigan, more like improved Kadrigan. Yo, true. Shadow Isles about to have more playable dragons than Demacia? They get 2. What do you mean? They get 2. Demacia has 2. There, this is the same number. Demacia has Screeching Dragon and Shyvana. That's 2. That's 2 dragons. They've got the same number. I didn't even notice it was an SI card. Yeah. This is an actual Shadow Isles card. This is also making possible the possible dragons in every region I've been craving as well. Undying support? I mean, yeah, this is Undying support as well. I mean, every card that comes out, every Shadow Isles card that can slay a unit is like Undying support, right? That doesn't mean too much. This one, I'm still thinking this one is going to see play in like a lot of different decks. I think Kamavoran Dragon is going to be like in a bunch of different Shadow Isles decks. You could run this in like Fearsomes. And obviously you could also run this in like the Matron Cithria deck. You can run this in like, I don't know that you would stick this in Nasus Thresh, but you could stick it in Nasus Thresh and it would make sense. They probably don't have room for it. But you could put it there and it would be a good card there. This is I like this one. I think this is my favorite. This is my favorite of the reveals today. Although the strongest, but it's not the strongest of the reveals today. This is my favorite, but this is the strongest. This guy is nuts. This guy is nuts. This guy is... I'm not convinced this guy is actually fair. This guy looks like he could actually be stupid strong. Like stupid strong in an actual Dragons deck. Yo, where's Curiosity? Curiosity was talking about Dragon Tribal. This is the best reason to go like literal Dragon Tribal that we have yet seen. Honestly, he looks pretty bad. You think this looks bad, MBG? 3 mana, 2/4. When an ally with Fury kills a unit, he gets the unit gets +2/+2 instead of +1/+1. I think that's busted. I think that's nuts. This can like, so dragons have this effect where they have like a pseudo tough. If they survive, they'll always have 2 health left over. And if a dragon, like if you attack with Screeching Dragon and you challenge a 1/1, it's like he doesn't take any damage. Instead of being a 4/5, he becomes a 5/5. He still has 5 health, he takes no damage. If you can do that to 2/2s, if you can kill 2 health units and still have the same amount of health as when you started, if you kill a 3/2 and it's like you only took 1 damage, that's nuts. That's so nuts. How many buffs will this card actually give out? A lot, I think. I think this card will give tons. Dragons, that's the thing about dragons, is they actually do get their Fury procs pretty regularly, especially Screeching Dragon and Shyvana. Because this region also has access to Sharp Sight, it is actually very difficult to kill the dragons. This works with Dragon Chow. If you play Dragon Chow on 1, and then Ruin Dragon Guard on 3, and then Shyvana on 4, Shyvana gets the buff twice. Shyvana just is a 5/6 on round 4 with 1 Dragon Chow. or a 7/8 if you got 2 Dragon Chows, right? If you Dragon Chow this, and Shyvana's a 7/8 on round 4, and if you attack with her, she's an 8/9, and she levels up. I mean, obviously she levels up. She's a 9/10 on round 4. I mean, after she levels up, she's a 9/10, but she strikes for 8, right? She starts as a 3/4, kills the Dragon Chow, gets +2/+2, goes to 5, kills the second one, gets +2/+2, goes to 7, attacks, goes to 8. Post level is what I mean. Yeah. So she'll hit for 8, and then she'll just be a 9. Well, no, because she'll lose the +1/+1. So she'll hit for 8, and then level up to a 9/10, and then lose her temporary +1/+1 and go back to 8. So she's... Yeah, so she'll at the end of round, on the next round, she'll be leveled up at 8/9. Assuming she didn't get blocked, in which case she'd have 10 attack and like who knows how much health, right? If you blocked her, if you had to block that Shyvana, she'd get another +2/+2 from this guy, and she'd be a 10 attack unit on round 5. A 9/10 that gets infinitely chump blocked, that's fine. That's where dragons want to be. Dragons are the one like unit that are like dragons are the style of deck that are okay with getting chump blocked. They feed on it. They feast on it. That's what dragons do, is they eat chumps. You can't just get by on chumping them down. You gotta actually deal with them. If you... I don't think there's a deck out there that can deal with a 10 attack Shyvana that can like create the thing every round, right? The Strafing Strike. If you create that Strafing Strike every time Shyvana attacks, you win that game. Jarvan Vortex? Maybe. Maybe, alright. I don't know, it looks pretty strong. I think this guy's very strong. I think this is a very strong card, and I'm terrified of dragons. All of a sudden, I'm really scared about these spooky dragons. And then the last thing we see is that Shyvana gets the skin. Cool. Oh, man. So Viego is attacking Demacia, and Shyvana is his tool to attack them with. Shyvana and the dragons are gonna take down Demacia. Pretty cool. All right, those are the reveals. Those are the reveals. That's everything we're getting today. I'm hyped. Yo, I'm so hyped. I'm so hyped for this event. This is gonna be so cool. This is gonna be so cool, dude.